Hey, glowgetters! What's up?
Back at it again with the Queen and Bree podcast.
Queen and Bree podcast featuring. Give us a drum roll, please. You got a drum roll? Bam! Hey, Will is. We got our homie Will in the building. Chill, Will.
Free, man.
Okay, listen. Will is joining us as our official Scream Man, co-host, male input, everything. He's joining us. Okay, we in here. We value his input so much on our education episode, and he just so fucking bomb. We just had to have him join us.
I now realize that you said co-host, but it sounded like co-host because he's dark skinned.
Okay, can you, that's what it is then. You are co-host. You are co-host, okay?
I like that.
You a bit of chocolate in the cup.
The way my brain works.
Right, the way
my brain works.
Hold on, I gotta get this hat off, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know why you put it on.
Because I was trying to wrap my home.
Guys, I promise I did not turn the heat on this time. It wasn't me.
Mm-hmm.
I promise.
Hot as balls.
He's the witness. We came in at the same time. I didn't touch the heat.
Okay.
I was thinking about it, but it was already warm in here.
It's quite fucking warm. So let's get into what we're talking about today. So we told y'all when we did our last relationship episode that
there would be a part 2.
And guess what today is? Part 2.
It's time.
It's time. And
we're gonna rap with y'all in a minute about this.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna talk about dating, you know. I brought up polygamy earlier today, and I want to talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
And then we just gonna let the convo flow, whatever it leads us to, because you can never get enough about talking about relationships and love.
I mean, y'all missed the X-rated portion of this conversation.
Oh,
yeah. It went down.
It was a lot. It was bananas.
Oh, honey, literally.
It was bananas.
Vibrator.
There was a vibrator.
There was a vibrator. Okay, because this was well. I'm gonna start with a question. What is dating? What is that? And how do you compare it to being in a relationship? Shout out to Jazz because she actually posted that question on her story, and I was like, that's a good fucking
We're
question.
gonna do that more often before we record these episodes. We're gonna ask the questions that y'all want us to ask.
Yeah.
Am I starting?
Whoever has an answer.
I say I don't date, sis. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just the co-host, so I'm
listen. No.
We're all co-hosts.
We're all co-hosts at this point, and listen, you just chime in when you get you're a part of the show now. You're not a guest anymore. It's like when you come to somebody's house for the first time, and then the next time you come to my house. Listen,
give it yourself.
Did you ask me to get you a cup of juice? You know what cabinet the cups is in, and you know where we keep the juice. You better what?
You ain't no guest no more.
Right. So if you got some answers for us, give it to me, baby.
The first thing that will come to my mind is race. Because if you ask a white person what's dating, then I feel like Caucasian people think that dating is considered intercourse, considers emotions, considers basically boyfriend. And I feel like if you ask a black person, I'm gonna leave like all the other races out of it.
What we can relate to.
Yeah.
If you ask a black person, I feel like dating is just talking.
Yeah, the talking stage.
Like you're not even really
going out, doing shit. Y'all hit each other up.
And we don't even say the word dating. We say talking.
Talking.
Exactly.
Talking.
So I feel like if you ask what is dating, it would be talking for us. And then if you ask dating for somebody else, it would be relationship type stuff.
Yeah. And to piggyback off of that, I think it's also to consider like the culture in which the person you are asking comes from, because like if it is someone who might be of Middle Eastern cultures or Asian cultures, courtship in those cultures look very different. It's really the like
We
family
married
control, we married.
Right.
Like you have to date with the intent of status. Like, what's your job description? How much do you make? Are you going to bring me that? Which is, kind of smart, but also it's really, I feel like in certain cultures, dating is a business. It's like to me trying to figure out what kind of business you want to open. Are you going to be a sole proprietor? Are you going to be an LLC? Are you going to be an incorporation?
Mm-hmm.
So like that's what dating is in certain aspect of different cultures. But like for me, how I explain dating is like, and it's definitely in reference to like a relationship, is dating is like going into a market without a grocery list, right? You know you're looking for stuff, you know you need something, but you want to keep your options open to see what you might see that you like looking down the aisle. Because like me, I know when I go to the grocery store, definitely without a list, I have my set of things that I need. Like, all right, sis, you know you need some soy milk, you know you need some Wonder Butter, you know you need some yogurt, you know you need some fruit. Like those are things that I know I need to grab. But then I leave room open for things that I might see that I might enjoy and that I might, want to add to it. And then like the relationship part comes to it, that once you're done that shopping, once you get all those groceries, you take them back home. Now the relationship part of it is now you have to make the commitment to using those groceries to make a meal, to build the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let's pause, because what is that? Do you hear it?
I hear it, I just don't know what it is.
I feel like it's coming from me. It's my headphones. They doing that thing.
Oh, okay.
I just gotta be careful. Yeah, I gotta be careful which way I move. But so basically, like then you go home, you see everything, you see the options, you see what you have, and you now have to use those options to like create what it is that you're looking for, to create the soul meal that you wanted, receive the nourishment that you expected when you was doing that shopping. So that's how I kind of like to look at dating in comparison to relationships. Miss, I don't date.
I have very little experience with dating. I've been in the same relationship for 7 to 8 years. Date who? Well, there's periods of separation there. For me, dating is experiencing different people. To cut to the gut of it. I don't really put too much into the definition of dating because it depends on the person. You can have sex with people you're dating. You can be intimate with people you're dating. You can be just friends with people you're dating.
Right.
It really depends on the person. For me, it's more about the experience and how that person makes you feel without putting a title on it. To me, that's what dating is.
I like that.
In comparison to a relationship, I guess the only difference there for me is monogamy.
Yeah.
Like if I'm dating someone, I don't expect me to be the only person that you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Because you're not the only person I'm dealing with if I'm dating you.
Right.
Right. And that's just the understanding.
Keep the deck full, mama.
Okay.
And that's where the most of the dating gets fucked up at, because it's just like we all have in our head that as soon as you get into the talking stage or the first time you lay with somebody, they got cut off everybody.
Yeah.
Or that you
and that's not fair.
Not even that they have to. You automatically think in their head. Automatically think in your head that
it's happened.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So
why?
So you feel I don't know. I'm just speaking of different experiences that I've known. And it's just like, you know what I'm saying, it's just weird. You gotta go in there with not a clear mind, but understanding that, okay, after we lay down, there's not about to be nothing has changed. Like, I mean, our hormones has changed and we getting it popping, but once we back to square one, then it's like that until we had that conversation
and it moves forward.
Then we can.
Oh my God!
See, but
one of the most important things to establish when you start dating somebody is what their intentions are, versus what your intentions are, and communicate that every step of the fucking way. Listen, every step of the way. Because somebody can change their mind.
Yeah.
somebody can end up wanting something more serious than they initially thought they would. But it's so important to communicate those things, because I feel like that is where a lot of the downfall is in situationships
and I can
dating.
I've been on both sides of that.
Yeah.
Like expecting, okay, yo, you about to cut all them niggas out, right? Lay that shit down.
Right? I done pulled out daddy down.
Right? And then I've been on the side like, oh wait, you think I'm about to?
Not my bitches.
You know what I mean?
I hold them real near and there.
Bitches.
And I think the very important factor to that is the boundaries you set when you communicate with people in dating. Because I'm also like, I had to sit, knowing that this was our topic, I had to sit and reflect on, like, do I feel as though I've ever truly dated? And the answer is no. Because, and the reason for that is,
Go ahead. I already know what you're about to say.
and the reason for that is it's multiple things. It's one, because boundaries. I didn't set any boundaries. Reason number 2 is because I was always somebody's side bitch. Reason number 3, not always, but like for real, before my last relationship, before that, I was dealing with 2 people and neither one of them belonged to me. And it wasn't like, she didn't start off belonging to me. And then,
girl. Mrs. Take Your Girl, huh?
Absolutely not. If you want to know what happened, is what actually happened is that another bitch came along and took her from her girl. It wasn't even me. I just stuck around for all the fun parts of it. Okay. Oh, listen. But I ended the victor. Okay, I ended the victor. But
no. Listen.
I always
end up
take your man on fucking top,
and I'm motherfucking proud.
Okay, listen.
Bitch, who?
I wasn't. Listen, that's a whole. We gonna have to do another episode on.
You single till you married.
On side bitches.
I didn't take you.
I
didn't take you. I just attracted your interest.
Listen, until there is a documented commencement. Okay.
I just gave some interest.
And another reason why I feel like I didn't date is because all I ever did, I hate y'all, with people is like, we did that talking thing. Like, we would talk, text. Right. We would chill. Well, actually, I'm not going to lie. Like in my experiences, another reason why I never really felt like a side bitch is because I spent more time with each person more than they probably did their significant other. Just because both situations happened to be people that I work with, and so I was a server. And if you knew anything about me when I was serving, I was working from 9 to 1 in the morning. My whole life, which means I was at work with said parties all damn day long, and then we would get off work and be together afterward, and then there was a couple spinner nights in between there too. So I got my time in. It was perfect for me. For a single girl out here doing her thing,
that's a deal breaker. I'm clingy.
Yeah. See, but you know what? I think.
Same.
But the thing is, I'm very clingy. It's very. So looking at I'm gonna just keep using an example because like the one person, I was very clingy with her because there was an emotional attachment to her. Like I wanted that to end up with a relationship. So it was like you had to be to Kyra. I ain't scared. The bitch name is Kyra. I ain't scared, Kyra. Hey girl, if anybody is listening and y'all see her, tell her I said hello and I sent her well wishes. Sorry I didn't catch her at Angel's party last weekend. And good riddance. So anywho. Oh my. But I was really like emotionally attached to her. Like I spent every waking moment I could with her. I talked to her like to the point where she would leave out the house to take out the trash just to call to talk to me, And that's not saying that out of pride, but it's saying like it wasn't just me fucking around with somebody. Like we exchanged I love yous. Like it was serious. Whereas though the other person was like the perfect getaway from it. It was like, oh, I know you're not gonna press me because you got your bitch at home. So I know that you can come swing dick, spark me up, pour me a couple shots. We can watch these movies or shows together, and then you can bounce.
Get the fuck out.
And then I can call the next one. Out. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I don't consider that dating is because now that I look back on what I was doing, I was like, I was just fucking around, a young Sean fucking around. To me, dating take me on a fucking date.
Yeah.
I want to go outside. I want to do stuff together. Or if we're going to sit in the house and do something, be creative.
Yeah.
What are we about to do? I want to, if I'm going to experience and I'm going to be doing this dating thing, I don't want it to be the same old talking, chilling shit that I've been doing all my life. I want to experience dating. I want to take you out, vice
waiting
versa.
to do that. That's what it's like. I'm waiting. It's just like, but the thing is, like, I guess is where I'm looking at, because like where I'm looking at, they don't want that no more. All they want is Netflix and chill. They okay with that. They okay with.
And I want to say this.
Them bitches is boring.
Listen. I want to say this. That's fine if that's what you want to do, and you find a person that also wants to do it.
Exactly.
And until you find, and like she said, I'm okay with that. But until you want more, that's when you'll spark my interest.
Yeah, right.
You have to date within your dating pool.
Chris Brown, Jack,
that's the
please,
problem
you gotta put in work. As soon as you want to put in some work,
then we can start doing stuff.
But you know what? I think that's another big issue within the dating community.
Now, I was just about to ask.
People date up and down and then complain. Nigga. Oh, I don't want to date no bitch. They want me to pay for everything. Well, go find you a bitch that's willing to go Dutch.
Right.
Hold on. For
the women who want to date somebody that pays for everything, find you a nigga that don't mind paying for everything.
Exactly. It's not that hard. It's not that.
Like,
and don't downplay nobody who chooses not to do that. Just because
that's just not the person for you.
Yo, want the Birkin, go get the Birkin.
Okay.
It's just that simple.
Or you know what I feel like? I feel like
but
if you want a
shun the nigga that don't got Birkin money.
Right.
Yeah.
But to follow up to that, don't shun a nigga who don't got Birkin money if you don't got Birkin money.
Oh
that's
my
the kind
God,
of that
bro.
I don't like.
Bro.
Y'all, and this goes for females, goes same with guys. Like, I feel like, oh, I want my woman to be able to cook, clean, no. Oh, and that's great, right? But here's my question. Be able to, that if that woman needs to go spend time and do something for a weekend where she can't be with you, you better be able to cook and clean on your own. See, I don't like that. If you want a man to pay for all your food, be able to do the same in return, because if that is the person you want to end up in a relationship with, I don't care what nobody says. No man wants to have to pay for every single thing for the rest in the entirety of your relationship.
Right
That's
there,
not even fair.
For the rest. Like, it's okay
in the
beginning. It's okay
and it's
for her to do
throughout
it
the
too.
relationship.
But it has to be 50-50. It could be 50-60 something. Or however, wherever the agreement is.
Yeah, that conversation has to be held. Because there's men out here that will make you believe that they don't mind paying for everything.
And then
that'll slap your hand if you pull your fucking wallet out.
Because there's no conversation had at all.
None.
None at all. I'm gonna be quiet as long as he or she supplies what she supplies. And I'm gonna just sit here and shut up.
Exactly.
But until something hit the fan, then what?
And you know what else I want to talk about?
When it's too late for those conversations.
Yeah, and that's when, and I guess
because that's when feelings get hurt.
Exactly. And I guess, like, to me, my biggest issue, like, not issue, but I guess my with dating is like, I don't want to be sitting up here auditioning to be nobody's girlfriend, right? But I understand you have to do what you have to do to gain a partner. But how do you know when to draw the limit? Because some people, like, for example, my problems in relationships, in situationships, has always been that I gave people relationship privileges before we were in a relationship. Same. Because I wanted them to see, like, this is what you're going to get if you with me. So how do you draw that line in between, like, you know, listen, I'm willing to do this, but what people get comfortable with you doing that for them before the relationship, so then they don't feel the need to create a relationship.
And they take
See,
that
what
for
I feel is this: I'm doing it because I want to do it. So for me, I don't really care if that gets me into a relationship or not. If I'm doing something, that's because I want to do it. I'm not expecting you to be in a relationship with me. I fuck with you. So I'm doing it off the strength. Whether you decide,
expectancy thing.
I think it's because I don't really care one way or the other. For me, if you're doing something from the heart, you're going to do it regardless of what the end result is.
Right.
Because the moment you start expecting something from it, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. For me, it's just like, okay, if this goes there, it goes there. If it don't, it don't. Because I don't want to date everybody. I might want to do those things for them in that moment if I'm feeling them in that moment. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I want to be their girlfriend. I just felt like doing this at this moment.
I completely understand, and I agree with that. I'm sorry, I'm trying to. They gonna have to. See.
I mean,
we just gonna rotate,
you know.
but and I completely understand that. I guess it goes back to those conversations about having the conversations about
and it's
what
honestly
you're
everything about
out
this
of
is case
that.
by case.
It is case by case. It depends on, because some people date just for I just want to get out and have some fun right now. I just want to experience different.
I think that's me as a dater.
I think that I know that's I know that's me as a dater now. I know that's me as a dater now, because and it goes into issues of like insecurities and stuff that I had, of not thinking that people ever actually wanted to be with me, like thinking that people just only
you know why you see that now. You love yourself more than
I sure do, y'all. I love me.
You love yourself more. Self-love determines so many things about what you're willing to accept, the things you realize about yourself, what you're willing to do as far as dating and courtship and all of that shit. When you start loving yourself, the bigger picture gets even fucking bigger. It's just like,
do.
I don't need to do that. I don't need to do this. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. You take it or you fucking leave it.
Yeah.
Because guess what? I love myself so much, it don't matter if you love me too.
Exactly. And that plays a big part. And that's what I had to realize, because I dated to want people to fall in love with me. I used to date for the purpose of people. No, real shit, and bitches. You know what I'm saying? And I used to date for the purpose of someone to fall for me. I used to have a obsession and infatuation with people falling for me. So it's like, when you date with that objective, it makes it hard for every party involved, because when you do that, a lot of us front. We don't realize that that's what we're doing. We don't realize that we want someone to fall for us.
Right.
And so when we have those conversations and people are like, and we're just like, oh, it's cool, we can just go with the flow, we can just do what we want. That's not often the case. That's not often what's happening. So and hey, y'all, I'm gonna just say that we are live. So if anybody is on our live and they want to make some comments,
is that yours or what you call it?
That's mine. You wanna? Can you do it from Queen of Bird?
Where am I setting my phone? No, it's fine. I'll just share yours.
Okay,
that's cool.
Sorry, I'm not signed in on my iPad. I don't think.
That's fine.
But hey y'all, sorry about that. But we talking about love and we talking about dating, and right now we're talking about finding that balance of like, how do you know when to draw the line between like, how do you know when to draw the line between like, all right, I want to do this and for you, but you don't want to take it too far because you don't want them to take advantage of what you're doing before you enter a relationship. Or, how do you, like, what is dating to you? What do you think needs to be involved in dating? What do you think that courtship should look like? Because it's really different for everybody else. And do you think that dating has to lead to something? And I don't mean that with a person. I mean in general. If someone decides to go out and date for the rest of their life, are they wrong for that?
I want to state my issue.
Go ahead.
I feel like my thing is, I feel like every time I try at dating or talking again, in my head, I'm like, all right, I'm just dating and talking. But in my heart, I'm trying to look for that love feeling again.
Yeah.
So,
you gotta be honest with yourself.
We psych ourselves out.
So it's like,
yeah,
I psych myself out every fucking time.
Yeah.
And I get the short end of the stick. And when I get the short end of the stick, it makes it worse for the next one for me to open up more.
Yeah.
So eventually it's like, all right, now it's just like, all right, the next one is just getting closed heart. And if you have to try your best to
knock down
open
my
up,
walls.
and if you don't want to, that's perfectly fine. And then that's where like I'm currently at. Like, I'm not finding nobody that wants to see what hurt, what trauma, what, you know what I'm saying, trying to, and it's just, I'm just going with the flow.
You know what? I think because you said a word and it made me think. I think a lot of issues too is that the grapevine way says she agrees. Okay, she agrees because it's the truth. It's the truth. We keep putting up, we convince ourselves of what we think we want, but it's not really what we want.
Right.
And then simultaneously we're putting up a front so that we can get the other person to gain interest. And then when we realize like, oh, it's just not going to go there, we have that block. Right. And what I was going to say is, I think the issue, what I had to learn to stop doing, and this might sound selfish or whatever, I had to stop trying to find people. 2, I had to stop trying to figure out what people want.
Girl.
I had to stop, like, what kind of person do they want? What kind of person do they want us to be? And I had to just realize, like, I'm going to be me. And you either going to be attracted and flowing with it, or you not. And if you're not, then you just might not be the person for me.
A lot of people make the mistake of trying to be that puzzle piece in somebody else's puzzle. And a lot of times, we're faking it till we make it. And then you get into that relationship and it's just like, oh shit, I'm not like this at all. I'm not like this at all.
It is real when they say you can lose yourself in trying to please the people or anything, because what happens is you go through that talking stage, right? People forget that the honeymoon stage of shit is real. Mama. Shit is supposed to be all good and dandy in the beginning. Y'all don't know each other yet. You don't know what that person really about. They don't know what you really about. And so people, they take that Hollywood stage, right? And they're like, this is perfect. I'll do whatever I need to do to keep this going. Including sacrificing themselves. And you know what happens in those situations? Can I ask y'all a question? In that partnership of 2, how often is it that both parties are sacrificing themselves?
Come on.
Honey.
And that's where I was 2018. Because I wasn't focused on the rap. I wasn't focused on the music. I was focused on...
It's a good question.
That is a good question.
How can we build to where I'm at? How can I make my next caption the best? How can I shit on my ex? You know what I'm saying? How can I do X, Y, and Z to appeal to the masses, not realizing my talent is going to waste. So it's like I had to wake up and realize myself, like, okay, like on my breed shit, I had to get on my self-love journey, and I've been on it for like the past 2 years, and it's like I've been falling off trying to. Thinking I had enough self-love to attempt to go find love to feel that other part. But God, like, nah, nigga, like, I need you
chill
to...
the fuck out.
You know what I'm saying? I need you to get this other 50% of self-love so you can go find that love.
Exactly. Sorry, there was a little disruption.
We gotta reset.
But, yeah, can you... We had a question in our comments, and what they asked was, Are we faking it, or are we being patient with the process?
I think a lot of
that's
times,
in talking or relationship.
In talking, like when we were touching.
The comment that I made was that we fake it till we make it a lot of times because we're doing what we think that person wants.
Okay, now the question is, are we faking it or what?
Or are we being patient with the process? And that's a good question. And I think that has to be determined.
That's a good ass question.
By the individual. Right? Yeah. Because here's how I think you can decipher that answer. Are you unable to realize yourself as time goes on, right? To me, when you're faking it, you know you're faking it because when you get those signals, when you get those signs that's telling you that this isn't for you, you ignore them. You're like, but I can make it work. No, it's okay. When you're getting all the signs that person does these things that you do not like, and you keep going.
You know what? I think it was more so when they say, are we faking it or are we being patient with the process? I think at some point you might just be growing and changing for that person, which I don't think you should change for anybody, but you may find yourself being willing to adapt for them.
And it might not even be changing for someone else, but some people might ignite a different kind of growth within you. Some people might ignite and bring out characteristics of yourself that you would have never known had you realized that, because somebody might ask you to start doing something and it'd be something that you're like, oh my God, why haven't I been like this? Why haven't I been doing this? Why haven't this been my wave? And then, if somebody might ask you to do something that has you like, oh, I'm not with that. That's
and
not
then you still
really
end up doing it.
And then
that's
you
how
still
you know
end up doing it. And that's how you know you're faking it.
And it's like
just because you like that person.
I've been in situations where it's like, all right, I'm gonna just fake it because she got money and she gonna spark me up. And
I'm cracking
right. No, and that's real shit.
I'm gonna just give her a good ass dick and she just gonna forget that I'm broke.
Yeah, listen, she just gonna forget that I'm broke.
I've been in situations like that.
Listen, and vice versa.
And then I've been in situations where like I don't want to show I'm broke. I want to show her that I'm I got A, B, and C going on. I got doing this. I want to go with the process.
The broke got me crying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, okay.
Just be like, all right, but I can fuck.
This that broke nigga dick.
Girl,
Fuck you mean? Listen, they be lying when they say broke niggas got a different kind of dick.
Wait till they get some money.
Okay, listen. Bet you that dick go limp. No, I'm just playing.
I ain't gonna speak on rich niggas because I ain't that way. But I done heard stories in podcasts like when niggas with money they feel like they don't have to put in work. Or because they, you know what I'm saying?
I saw that somewhere too. First of all, let me tell you, if I ever
try that shit
fuck
if you fucking want to.
listen, if I ever fuck a rich nigga who is not falling through, I'm running your pockets for every moment of my life you wasted. My price just went the fuck up. Okay, and niggas, you do the same with these girls walking around acting like they got money. Cause there's a couple sugar mamas out here. You
cannot fucking
don't let them. Do not. I can't relate either. Cause I ain't never fuck a rich nigga. No.
But it's just like I want to be able to pursue. I want to be able to build something where it's like I don't want to be that nigga. Like I don't want to be him. So it's like where I see myself going, it's just like that old nigga. I want to shit on him with my new shorty.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I not only do, and it's not even about shitting on her with my exes. No, I want to shit on her with my old self.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's bigger than some people think it's always shitting on your exes with somebody else, but nah, I'm shitting on you because of me. You want to see how I was able to get myself so much together that I was able to pull something like this and have something like this by my side. Because that's shit. I know that feeling.
Come on, no.
I had a bitch go through my diary and see said bitch that I mentioned earlier. And she saw me talking about him saying somebody special to me, and was like, for real, this how you feel? I was like,
bitch,
I was like, yeah, because within 3 weeks, this motherfucker made me feel some shit you could never in the last 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So, and to me, that's shitting on you because that showed growth, because what she expected was for me to be in denial. Oh my God, no, I was just playing. Or whatever the case may be, but I'm moving on with somebody better than you. If you don't know, what the fuck is the bullshit in my comments?
The bots.
Oh, but I was talking about this bullshit ass count.
It's bots.
Oh, bots. The bots. Thought you said the bots. Only them. I'll never know words.
I'm coming to a lot of realizations about how little of a dating life I've had.
No, really. And when you reflect on, like, now that we're older and now that we can look back, have we ever really did anything besides talk to people? How many people have actually felt like, and let us know that they've dated, like they were dating multiple people,
I hate people
freely, going out for different experiences freely, because I don't feel like there's ever been a time in my life where I was free. And when I say free, I mean free to say I'm going out with this person without having somebody on my line bugabooing the fuck out of me.
I think I've been able to, and I think it's just the fact that it wouldn't bother me if somebody was on my line bugging, because guess what? I'm still going to be doing whatever the fuck I want to do.
Exactly.
The reason why that's hard for me, right, is because I'm going to do whatever it is I want to do. That doesn't stop it. But for some odd reason, I feel you at home just stirring. Mm-hmm. I feel you at home getting mad because I'm not responding. Mm-hmm. I feel you at home wondering what I'm doing. I mean this when I say I really feel and notice everything when it comes to like emotions. When it comes to how someone is feeling. Right. And when I feel that, it because I haven't quite learned how to block that or cut that off yet. Right. I'm out and I'm feeling it like I'm not gonna have fun.
But you know what? It's less about blocking it and cutting it off than it's about I've been completely honest with this person, so I'm at peace with what I'm doing right now. That's not
what I'm saying. I'm at peace with what I'm doing, but I feel how they feel. Like literally, I feel like I can, like if it's someone that I know is not caring, I don't feel that. But if it's someone I know that is probably at home driving themselves crazy because I'm not responding, I feel you. And by the time I get to you, I knew that what I felt was correct. And was like, I knew you were going up. Now, mind you, I'm still out doing what the fuck. See, but I feel shit. That's just how I am.
No,
That's-
and I
like
completely
you.
relate to you. It's just, for me, I've learned that if I feed into feeling everything that everybody else is feeling, I cannot experience my own
Yeah,
feelings.
there you go, Mookie Marley. Real life empath life.
Very
like,
much empath
real
life.
life of
But guess
empath.
what?
Like,
You know what I
that shit is
learned through
crazy.
You know what I learned through therapy?
Mm-hmm.
If you do not develop those boundaries and set those boundaries, you'll keep. It's not that you'll stop feeling those things, but you'll learn to filter out what's disturbing your peace and what's interrupting your peace.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely an empath, but I've learned to.
Yeah, I'm not.
Because if
not,
I have to constantly keep worrying about everybody feeling everything they're feeling, what the fuck I'm gonna do with my own feelings? They're gonna conflict at one point or another.
Yeah.
I cannot keep concerning myself with everybody's feelings and ignoring my feelings. If I'm having a good time and I feel good and I'm at peace, I cannot concern myself with you feeling the type of way about the way that I'm having my good time and enjoying my peace.
Yeah,
For me,
I feel
Because
like
you will
that
drive
you
yourself fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't got time for that.
Yeah, but see, I guess, and just to, and then we can wrap it up. Hold on, we're going to let you get your point in, because I think we can, if we want to have a conversation about, like, empath and all that stuff, like, that's a whole nother conversation. But it never, it's hard for me to explain it. It never was a thing of disrupting my peace. Like, I would still be out doing what I need to do and handling my handle. It's just more so of, I can still feel it. And I can still, and it still resonates with me. And even though I'm out doing my thing, it becomes the thought of me, like, if you felt what that person was feeling, right? If you felt that person was going home doing that, what really was stopping you from just simply sending a text and saying, just chill out, I'll see you later. Yeah. Just relax. Like, I didn't have to be. And that's more so, and these are my thoughts, and these are the things that it's not a thing of it. And to me, that's not like necessarily disrupting my peace. Those are like self-reflection aspects of it, of like, do I have to be that way? Yeah. Do I have to? I literally am ready to cry because I feel what you feel at home, And it's not that it's bothering me. I just feel it.
And but you about to cry, it's bothering you.
It's not, but it's not though. Like, it's not that I'm sitting up here like, it's just like I'm sitting there, and since I feel it, it's like, they're like, what's wrong? I got allergies. Because there's really nothing wrong. I don't feel mad. I don't feel sad. I don't feel angry. I just feel you at home stirring. But that's a whole different kind of thing, because again, I'm on like my own spiritual journey where I have to try to figure out, those kind of things and all that jazz. But it's like it's hard to explain, because I don't feel bothered. I don't feel upset. Yeah. I feel self-reflection, because I feel like I did not have to move like that, and I'm speaking on a very specific situation. That's why it seems really. It's a really. I was about to say, if you're just out, how are you moving? No, like it's a specific situation where like I really was out, and like somebody was like checking for me, and because I did not feel like explaining myself, which I didn't have to. It really just had to be a response of chill. I'll hit you up when I'm done. And because I didn't feel like even doing that, I started to feel how that person was like, how they were starting to like. Literally, it was a build up to like. I got the message. You know what? I was chilling, and as the hour went on, something just started growing inside of me, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this? And then once I realized what it was, because once I got to that person, it amplified. Because I didn't realize it in the moment. I didn't realize that's what was causing me to feel that. And once I was able to, and I saw it, and I felt it was like. Did I have to move like that? Because I could have nipped all that emotion I was feeling had I just sent a response. Right. And I don't know what got us on this topic that I was going to reference back to. But it's just, the point of it.
And things.
Yeah, right. I guess it's to, to go back to that line, like, do we have to do that when we're out? I'm dating. I'm dealing with multiple people. So fuck you if I'm out right now, or I'm putting you to the side because I'm out right now, rather than just that communication. Let's get there. There we go.
You know what? Go ahead, Will, because you've been waiting to talk for a while.
I know.
Like I said, I'm the co-host.
Listen, no,
you are co-host. Goddamn.
Oh, hold on, y'all, because they don't know. Y'all, please meet the new co-host.
How y'all doing? If y'all want to follow me, Chill Will PHL.
You know what I'm saying? That's our new co-host. Okay.
No. But what I was gonna say was, it's just that I feel back in the day not back in the day. I still used to kind of do it, but like when you don't tell the others, you have others. Like,
Yeah.
just having that conversation. And for me,
That's a hard conversation to have.
now it's like I don't mind.
It
Like,
depends on
now
how y'all
today-
came into it.
There you go.
Today-
There you go.
Today I can tell you, yeah, I'm talking to so and so, I'm talking to so and so, I'm fucking this, I'm fucking this. Like I can tell you.
Yeah.
But if you ask me like last year, like I was able to hide that. Like I'm not about to tell you who I mess with,
Mm-hmm.
But now I find myself searching to see like, okay, let me see who she messed with.
Yeah.
So I can fully let her know this is who I'm messing with. And you can't feel no type of way. Because I can't feel no type of way.
See, now I don't like that. I don't like that you have to know who she messing with in order for you to admit who you messing with.
Mhm.
Be honest to be honest.
Be honest to be honest, and let her make that decision, though. Because it should be a decision that both parties should.
Because it's like,
be
I'm not
able
about
to
to tell
make.
her I got bitches if
because
she not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because if she don't got niggas,
You know what I'm
then
saying?
you
No,
gonna
no,
feel like
no.
an ass and you
But
don't
you
want to miss
have
out.
you have to give people
The option.
the space to make that informed decision.
Because she might still want to fuck with you off the simple fact. Most
And if
females.
she don't, then it's fair to let her know so
Exactly.
she can make that move.
It's because
For
most
sure.
females,
But
I feel
today
like.
I'm more upfront with my
And I'm glad you got there, okay?
It took me a little
Oh, I thought you were okay. Good job.
job,
You know what I'm saying? But and I think that's important because we have to, and not just speaking on it, expounding it.
Let's look at Will just sitting there.
But to expound on it is like you have to give people that freedom to choose, because I feel like most people, and just speaking for myself and things that I see and hear, they're more comfortable with the truth. If you tell somebody like,
Absolutely.
yo, I fuck with you heavy.
You know a phrase
But
that
I
that
got
I like to
three
make
others I
up?
fuck with. Like,
People like to be informed. They don't like to be surprised.
exactly. Because if I found out
Tell
you
me
talk to other
upfront.
people now we like,
Because I'm going to find out.
listen. I'm always gonna find out. Look, I'm always gonna find out.
And that's how I feel. Like,
And guess what? I
This
probably
is-
that's why
I already did.
Listen. This is why my first question in my talking stage, I'll be like, yo, how many hoes you got?
I'm
They be like,
breaking
what?
up.
Like, what? What you mean, how many hoes? Like, no, like, how many niggas you talking to? Just be real. And they usually say
This
zero.
many.
But I always find out.
This many.
You know what I'm saying? When Jacko said, you know what I'm saying? Got to
It's
multiply
about
by
three.
three.
You know
But
what
however, you, like, it's
But you
always,
also-
I'm always told zero, but I'm always finding out it's 2 or 3.
Listen.
What if that doesn't
But I'm
happen?
giving you the option to tell me the truth.
But I got a question though. What if she told you the truth at the time? What if she wasn't talking to nobody at the time, and then she started talking to people and y'all were coming? What if she was telling the truth? Or what if at
And
the
that's where y'all
time?
females be slick at.
So wait. So let me give my answer to the original question.
Yes.
Could you ask the question again?
I'm
cracking
the
Do we need to do that? when
Yeah,
we're
do we
going
need
out?
to like draw that line? Like, do we have to like if we're dating multiple people, do we have to ignore one of our options because we're out with the other, or can we like communicate that chill? You know what it is. I'm
So- For me, I'm a truth teller.
y'all
So-
playing devil's advocate, but I like it. Listen, we
You
tell
know the vibes.
truth tellers.
I'm a truth teller. So I kind of feel like, although you're not obligated to disclose your dating life because it's your dating life, not anybody else's,
Mhm.
I feel like it's just so much easier to be honest up front.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, this is what I'm doing. This is my intentions with you,
Mhm.
and I'm not just talking to you.
Mhm.
So, do I feel like I need to text that person back while I'm doing X, Y, Z? No, I don't.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel that way because nobody is entitled to your responses, to your time, to your attention. I will place my fucking attention, wherever the fuck I want to place it.
Mhm.
So for me, I'm going to reply to you when I get around to replying to you. And I feel that way because you're not entitled to me replying to you on your time because you want me to.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
And
but
that's
to me,
not to say, I'm not done.
Oh, my bad.
That's not to say that some people, if you feel that you should, then absolutely do it.
Mhm.
But people need to stop being so entitled to other people's time and attention. I don't belong to you. I'm not your property. If I so decide to fucking if I so decide to communicate that, to you, then I will. If I decide not to, then that's also up to me. Go ahead.
That all relates back though to me. I feel like again the situation and the boundaries you set with that person and how y'all navigate y'all relationship. Because me personally, I try to treat people the way that I wish to be treated. Now, hey, what's up? We got another day in here. We got Malik in the building. What's up? But I personally feel like, and this is my Virgo showing, but if I know you're not doing nothing and I text you, I don't know why you text me back 3 hours later. You know what I'm saying? And that's me. That's something that I'm working on because I know that it's and the crazy thing is about me is that though I feel that
I had
way,
to stop doing it.
That right. But you know what's crazy though I feel that way, I don't advocate that. You know, like if I text someone and I'm just sitting like,
I heard a girl tell me this. Right?
You know,
I saw your text, but when I'm not in a place, like if I'm not in the
mood for talking.
Yeah, if I want to, like I be wanting to respond. Like she said, I can respond in that moment, but I can't respond how I want to.
Yeah.
So I wait to respond how I want to.
And that's why I try to be
But then I don't reconcile that because bitch, I know you saw my fucking text. Like stop playing with me. Like
I don't care.
That's why am I just finding this out? Like why am I just finding this out?
Right, because you could have said that earlier. But it's hard because I guess I
didn't mean to say bitch. Lady.
No, he was caught up. He was caught up. It's okay. And like to me, it's crazy. I'm really crazy because it's like as much as I feel that way, like when I text you, you should text me back. I'm very liable to look over and be like, all right. And it's not purposely.
I be sitting there for 3 seconds, like 5 seconds. Is the 3 dots gonna pop up?
Right. No. Listen, all right, cool.
And honestly, it's not even always about being busy. It's about.
It's not. That's what
I'm going to get to this.
That's what I'm about to say.
I compartmentalize a lot of things. So I'm going to respond to this when I'm in a space to respond.
And that's what I was about to say though, because we have to, and that's what I was about to say. Even though, like I said, I'll send a message and then won't expect I want that. Let me rephrase it. I want that immediate response, right? I'll be looking for it and wanting it. I don't expect it or require it because I understand that people have lives, people have emotions, and sometimes people don't feel like talking, or it could be something as someone had someone has like exactly. I know me, personally. When I text, we about to have conversation. I don't like dumbass bullshit ass text conversation.
Like
don't send me back LOL one time. Don't we talking? No, we having this fucking conversation. So I personally don't like to respond to people like your friend said until I know I'm ready for that conversation. Right. Also, as much as I want you to respond to me, I don't want you to respond to me until you're ready to have that conversation. Or it also depends.
You might need a minute.
Yeah. Right. But see, my thing is just give me that information so my conscience can be okay.
Right.
Because my conscience is not okay because when I'm chilling with you, the phone is in your hand 24/7.
Yeah.
So
listen.
It sends me through a fucking
and
wall.
I watch you text. Come
on,
everyone
now.
Back.
Motherfucker,
you got 4 phones.
Exactly.
You got 4 phones.
I even seen the message. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You're not about to do me like that because I know when we not apart and I send a message to take you 2 hours and 45 minutes to text me back. So it's just like
you gotta know the person. It depends on the person you're dealing with. It depends on the situation.
Let me tell you this real quick because you just made a point to say that. Nobody else is responsible for your fucking conscience.
But see,
put that in the back of your head and it'll get a little bit easier.
Just like Shorty said, if when I read it on how I want to read it. Like if you let me know that when I send my text and you don't reply back, my conscience plays that. My conscience plays that sentence to ease me. I mean, I still may be a little bit like, but like, I'm gonna still be a little bit more.
What's the difference between that being your conscience and just being like a requirement you have, and then you communicate that with that person? Like you have conversations with that person, and you're like, yo, I understand that you text on your own wave, but it feel like you only text me on your own wave because I've seen you and I've witnessed you. 5, 6, 7 hours straight the whole time. Hold on, the whole time we chilling, right? Then you have said conversation. person's like, oh, it's not like that though. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I'll do better. And then they keep doing that. That's not a matter of my conscience. That's a matter of something that I require when I'm dating. I let you know that I require. You told me you could require. You could do it, and then you don't.
And once you don't, that's when I don't take you seriously.
Exactly. Peep scene and move on.
So I think like I said, it depends. I think things are conscious, but I feel like if something's in my conscience, then I should be able to communicate it with the person that I'm dealing with or talking to, because I feel like, me personally, how I feel, if I can't let you know what's in my conscience, the parts that I want to let you know, because not everything that's in your conscious and subconscious is everybody's business. But if there's parts in there that I'm willing to let you know, and I want to let you know, why aren't you receptacle to that? Or if I feel uncomfortable letting you know that, should we even be doing this? Because if I got some shit in my conscience, yeah, I'm responsible for it, but I want to share it.
You're going to feel
But I want to share it.
I'm going to be
I'm
putting
a sharer
around you that's replaying how
Depends
I
on the
feel.
person, yeah.
Like,
Love always depends
you know
on
what I'm
the
saying?
person.
Like you going to feel how I feel if I'm feeling a little,
That always depends.
feeling a little flustered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
I think for me, because I just have such a laissez-faire way of looking at pretty much everything, I kind of understand that if that person is not receptible to me telling them these specific things or me feeling a way about something, and that's why I don't date. Because for me, if I get to that point and I see you're not receptive to what I'm saying, or you're not being considerate to the things that I consider to be boundaries for me, then I'm just not going to date you, or I'm not going to give you my attention anymore.
See,
and that's me specifically.
Yeah, and see, that's a thing, and I feel that, right? I feel the same way. I feel like I'm really open.
We put ourselves through a lot of trouble trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, or waiting for them to get it. And waiting for them to get it. And you can do that if you really care about somebody. Of course, you're going to have those moments. You're going to have those moments where you want to keep doing that.
Be open to hear my thoughts. Depends on the person. Yeah.
For sure.
And,
you're going to want to do that with someone that you're interested in or someone that you love. But we save ourselves a lot of headaches and a lot of trouble if we peep, seen, and move accordingly.
I mean, but how many of us have really peeped, seen, and moved accordingly? Because even partners that we end up in relationships with, we even partners we end up in relationships with, we see the red flags, and we know how they move.
We're talking about dating.
I know, but
no. It'd be
but it goes hand in hand, because how can you say? Because most of the time when you're dating and you're to that point of dating, it's like to the point where you feel like I need to let you know my conscience and things of that nature. It's because you're probably about to not be dating for too much longer. And the reason why I mention it, and the reason why I say we can talk about being dated and just moving on, is because at the end of the day, when we have talked and dated people, we don't always move the fuck on. Sometimes we enter those relationships.
But we're talking about personal experiences. I'm saying for me, I don't date a lot.
You're talking about personal experience. I'm right now talking about in general. I'm right now saying that, is it always, the question that I said was,
you're saying, but can we really, to me saying date and move on?
No, I'm saying, but do we really, is what I said.
Yeah, I do. We meaning who?
We meaning the people we talking to. We meaning whoever's listening. We meaning the people in the room. There's a whole lot of we's happening right now. So when I say stuff, me personally, when I say things, let me disclose this. When I say things as we, you, y'all, us, I'm more than likely talking in general. I will let you know if I'm speaking about you specifically, because I'll say, well, Quill, did you really do that? Then you would have known I was speaking directly to you. I said we because I was talking in general. I'm saying, do we as people always do that? Because it's not like it's time. Let's not act like there's been times where we've dated people, they've showed us those flags that we don't like, and we still sit, but there's a couple things we like, so let's move forward.
And that's exactly what I just said. We're willing to do that for people that we like and for people that we want to be with. Absolutely.
So what the fuck was the point of everything we just said? If what I said, you agreed to what I said.
Because I was stating that, yes, me, if I see that in somebody and we're just dating and I have no intention on being in a relationship with them, absolutely I'm moving on.
Yeah, I know that, but we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on because I wasn't speaking specifically Thank you. If you
Not
like the
coronavirus.
Welcome to Aquil and Bree banter. Those happen common. Those, you know.
A Libra and a Virgo.
Because who told us to be together? But you know, pay us no mind, guys. We're sisters. This is what we
when
do.
did that come out?
I don't know, bitch. I don't know. It jumped out. It said, I'm tired of hearing this
I'm
bullshit.
cracking up.
But we did also want to talk about another, you know, aspect of dating.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, when
this one out.
when I say it, because we know how you feel, and when I say we, I mean me, because it was a topic that I was talking about on my Facebook and discussing it with friends, and the topic is polygamy. And and the reason why I brought it up is because I saw it on a Facebook post, and I saw so many different comments. So y'all down here, y'all can let us know what y'all feel about polygamy. But I'm going to tell you some of the insights that I've received. Well, Wilford, how do you feel about polygamy?
I like questions that I'm not ready for.
I know.
So wait. Just to be clear, because there's a difference between some people confuse polygamy and polyamory.
Yeah.
So let's do textbook definition first.
Yes.
Before
Give a textbook definition of.
The textbook definition of polygamy is the practice or custom of having more than one wife or husband at the same time.
I'm too selfish. A lot of people are.
Same. Absolutely.
Can you give the definition of polyamorous?
1 second. I don't even know, honestly.
Well, that's not make the textbook definition.
No. I'm saying I know people confuse them, but I know what polygamy is. I don't know what polyamory is. Polyamory is the practice of or desire for intimate relationships with more than one partner. So basically, it sounds like one is married and one is not.
Yeah, one might be seeming more.
So, personally, I feel like I would just be selfish and have one wife.
That's not selfish, though. I don't think that's selfish.
That's your preference.
That's a
That's
preference.
my
I don't think
preference.
it makes you
My
selfish.
preference.
I need to talk to somebody who don't mind just having one.
However,
wait.
I would like just to try it out for like maybe 3 months.
I'm cracking up. That's so specific.
Just on some 2 girls, or maybe 3.
Oh, you know what? I do have an opinion.
You know what I'm saying? But you
I
gotta,
do
But what if your girl wanted you and another boyfriend, though?
And that was where my opinion was stemming from.
Mm-hmm, they can't
See,
take
Because mama.
see,
Yeah.
if I talk about my past life, they gonna judge me.
Don't they not?
But however,
This is a
me
judge-free
and the
zone.
boys back in the day, we used to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
as most boys
however,
did.
If it wouldn't be my girlfriend, like if it was like a shorty that I was talking to and she offered that.
But I don't
I
mean
would
just
love
sexually.
for her
I
to-
mean like she's like
No, she want me and another forever.
She's like not even forever, just like a relationship. She's like, yo, I'm
Like
not
for the
going
3-4 month
on.
thing like me.
Yeah, I'm
Nah.
not doing
Nah,
yes,
I
because
can't.
niggas are selfish.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now
No,
that
time out. If
That
it's my,
makes it
no, let me take it back. If
'Cause
it's
you
my
can do
homeboy,
it.
if it's my homeboy, hell yeah.
See, that's weirder to me. I wouldn't want it to be me and my homeboy.
Yeah.
I know too much about him.
If it's my homeboy, hell yeah. We can do this for however long you want.
Right? I think I know me personally, again, if you know me.
I can't wait to hear what you gotta say.
I'm a really like free, flowy, go with the flow, do your thing, live your life. The universe is guiding you anyway, kind of person, right? And now what I will say is, would I seek it or look for it? No. I wouldn't go into dating like, are you sure you're willing to date me? Because I want
your boyfriend.
to. You know what I'm saying?
Boyfriend.
I would ideally it would be a boyfriend. And a
Oh, but
girlfriend.
mama.
That would be like that.
Go ahead.
But
I'm gonna chime in.
I will say that I wouldn't be completely close to the idea. I'm selfish, but I also require a lot of space. I mean, a lot of space. Like when I get married, we're probably going to have separate bedrooms.
Now, let me ask this.
Separate houses,
Let
probably.
me ask this. Now, once you in your little situation and something happened without you, you gonna feel some type of way?
No, because I wouldn't want it to me. So to me, right, if I was because I wouldn't marry 2 people. That's not something that I would. That's too much responsibility.
Right.
I would never marry 2 people. I just for financial purposes. my mental sanity. For some odd reason, once you sign papers, people start tripping. I don't,
crazy.
right, I don't know. I don't trust them to like not try to gang up on me if I'm getting on their nerves. Like, I don't know. But I wouldn't
just
marry
jump
her.
her.
Right, listen, liable to happen. I'm a jumpable person. I get on niggas' nerves.
What does that even mean?
I would, if somebody jump me, I would probably get up like, damn, you probably had that right. But
Mookie said Virgo life.
such a Virgo life, you know me. It's oh my God, yo.
Listen.
I really need space, but want my partner. I want my partner in the same house. I don't know if I would go as far as 2 houses, but I would definitely go as far as 2 bedrooms. Like, no, you sleep over there tonight. You know what I'm saying? And I need it. It's something new for me. I didn't realize that I needed it until I was forced into a situation where I didn't have it, and it literally drove me fucking crazy.
That'll do it.
And I was like, no, this is something. And when I say space, I mean like leave me alone for a week, please. And I say that to say though, I guess where it comes from for me is I'm strong for connections. I'm strong for vibes. I'm strong for energy, and I feel that, right? And I'm such a Virgo. I can't help it. But when I it's all over my chart. But and it's like
everywhere.
And when I feel it, like, and when I feel a connection with somebody that like is that kind of connection that I can't let go, it's like sitting in the pit of my stomach, and it's like, oh, I need to indulge on that. I don't like the limitations of a relationship holding me back.
Right.
And that's not to say that I can't control myself, because I've had that happen where I've had that feeling, and I was in a relationship and I kept my distance because I'm like, that's not safe, that's not cool, but the universe works in real crazy ways, right? It's a little risky. And I've had those. But simultaneously, the reason why I don't want like a limitation on it is because just because you get that kind of feeling doesn't mean that it's a romantic feeling. It could have been a platonic. It could have been a this person is meant to teach a lesson in my life and they gotta come around. It could have been just a vibe where like, I can really sit and chill with this person all day and it really be on some chill shit. But when you're in a relationship, ain't no partner gonna let you just sit and chill with nobody all day, even if y'all not doing shit. And those are the limitations I don't like.
Even looking for that feeling while you're stuck in that
relationship. But it's not even looking for it. What if it just happens?
Yeah, even if you're
and you like it.
Right. So
I like it.
I want to find that girl that fulfills that feeling. You see what I'm saying? Because I know it's going to happen.
Sometimes it's not one person who can fulfill all of those feelings. So on that,
but what if you felt it before?
Understand what you mean.
Like I feel like I felt that before.
Okay, like, so I have a question. Do you think
I didn't like? She gave me the feeling that I didn't have no cheating feeling. Like I don't want to cheat on you.
Why does that feel? See, I think you're describing.
But I haven't felt that feeling for years.
You miscommunicating the feeling that I said I felt now.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I never felt an inkling to cheat. It was never like, I would risk it all for you.
Okay,
it was never all like
I'm in a.
It was more so literally like
fuck with you.
A spark, like you like if you met a homie that was like, yo,
we like this,
or if
let's see where this goes.
Let's see where it goes.
But you can't see where this goes because
I'm in a relationship.
Yes.
And even if it's like
I've been stuck there.
And even if it's like a see as you go as a friend kind of thing, I can't even do it because my partner would never be responsible. Yeah. I don't like that. See, I need a partner
that's overprotective in a way.
I need a partner that's so and this is just again, I know my ideologies are a little bit out there for some people. I think
perfectionist.
Very different.